My ex-husband would slap me on my face many times a day.
He hit me in the face, hand, and in the body too.
Sometimes I didn't know why he slapped me.
He hold my hand too tight, and he
He was raped.
I say no. I'm tired.
The emotions he was playing was with my body, so I really did not. I don't deserve that, you know.
It's very hard to make a decision like leave the person who is my son's father, leave the person I got married. But I remember one day when I started to have some small argument. After he left, maybe like 5 minutes later, I felt my son start to breathe. He started like a small animal, like he just breathed very strong. But before, he just almost like a dying animal. He didn't make any noise.
When my daughter was 1.5, during that whole year, my daughter no cry, did not cry at all. Very seldom talk.
At that moment, I think I can leave this situation.
I hope William, I really want to call the police, but I don't speak English. I'm scared and I don't know how to do it.
So we brought together community social workers who works with the Southeast Asian communities, and I was so struck that at the end of the training they all said, we know about domestic violence, we see it all the time. Our problem is when we reach out to get help for these families, when we call regular shelters, they can't take them because they don't know language and they can't communicate, and we have no resources, we don't know where to go. So we really need these resources that are culturally and linguistically relevant for Asian families.
In order to better serve Asian survivors, Cheng Im Tan and a group of community leaders founded ATASK in 1992, starting with one Chinese advocate and one office. Since then, we've grown to 38 staff members in 4 locations, providing survivors with hope, housing, outreach, programs, and education and training. ATASK opened the first shelter specifically serving battered Asian women in 1994. For the survivors who stay there, it is more than just a place to live.
In addition to providing a safe space for clients, the shelter also gives them a space where they could rebuild their lives, where we could give them the most support and guidance we can.
ATASK gave us food, gave us clothes, and especially gave us this safe place to live.
I was pregnant and he born in the shelter.
After everything done, I feel very released.
I feel very safe and very warm.
ATASK offers a range of holistic, client-centered programming. Our services run the spectrum from crisis intervention to long-term stabilization. We offer a multilingual hotline, a legal advocacy program, and a community-based advocacy program providing multiple languages, cultural understanding, emotional support, and a connection to services in the community.
So I often tell ATASK, and ATASK call me and get everything for me.
If someone can speak Mandarin with me, it reminds me my home.
There are several staffs who speak different languages.
I speak Vietnamese.
There should be a person who speaks Nepali because I'm from Nepal.
And he speaks Vietnamese too. I'm driving, I'm working. Just a daughter now, she could go and she goes to school.
At the other house, there are 2 people fight a lot, and here there's no people that fights.
I go everywhere, I like it.
We try to reach to our communities in different capacities, like we participate in the community cultural programs like Diwali the Eid festivals, the India Celebration Day, the Dragon Boat festivals, and the Denim Days. Not only that, we also try to reach to our community's leader in church, temple, schools, and many other health resources.
ATASK has allowed me to learn about different social issues through a domestic violence lens, and it's inspired me to pursue studying education because I realized the importance of it through this program, and I hope to inspire future generations to make a positive impact in the world through this.
ATASK offers cultural competency trainings for organizations like police departments and community health centers.
Without this program and others like it at ATASK, there are many, many people who have suffered injustices who would not be served well. They would not be served culturally, linguistically, and in all other sorts of ways appropriately if ATASK did not exist. Thank you, ATASK, for everything you do to help survivors, all of the men, women, and children that you do assist in their journeys towards safety, healing, and empowerment.
Too often, women who suffer from domestic violence suffer in silence, but you help them and you help their children see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you're lifelong. And countless families in our Commonwealth have benefited from your services and advocacy.
From crisis intervention to counseling and advocacy, life skills training, from the English as second language services to family violence prevention work, from your outreach to newly arrived immigrant families to the cultural competency training you offer to the justice system and human service professionals, your commitment has shown through, and I want to thank you.
Today, 99% of the Asian population in Massachusetts lives in 10 counties. Over the past 25 years, ATASK has expanded support and services to meet the growing Asian population in the state. We've gone from 1 advocate speaking 1 language to 38 staff speaking 20 languages. Our clients come from an even more diverse range of backgrounds, hailing from 34 countries and 12 states. We serve 700 clients per year, and we continue working to better serve people of all gender identities, sexual orientations, and ages. We have been able to continue this work for 25 years, thanks to the commitment of our staff and the support of our donors and community partners.
The reason why I stay here so long, because I love my job. If one of my clients have been successful in their life, I feel so excited and happy.
Through your continued generous donations and your willingness to serve, advocate, and educate, your continued commitment is a commitment to ending the cycle of violence for all the victims of ATASK. It takes many people and organizations to sustain the critical and needed work of ATASK so that victims know and can take comfort in having a resource to help them be aware that they are due the respect, care, and love that they so deserve.
Good evening, everyone. I'm sorry I cannot be there with you tonight to celebrate 25th anniversary of ATASK. I salute to the ATASK team for providing clients to have healthy, happy, independent life as good community members.
On our 25th anniversary, we ask you to stand with us here on this road to hope that we have built together, to make a stand and a promise to continue to light the way for all survivors who pass through it.
When I left ATASK shelter, I brought a small piece of cloth with me, and it's very touching for me. It says, "Love is not abuse."